Ontario, number 4, Carleton. A third-year guard from Gatineau, Quebec, number 7, a fifth-year forward from Merrickville, Ontario, number 10, Emma Gisagan. A first-year guard from Brossard, Quebec, number 11, Kiana Jane Poulin. And a first-year guard from Ancaster, Ontario, number 22, Jacqueline Urban. Head coach of the Ravens is Danny Sinclair. Today's officials are Faye Zhang, Ryan Langdon, and Kelsey Kislovich. At this point in time, fans, we would ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join CBU alumni Margaret McPherson in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home, our native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Quand se porte le pays, il se porte la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And we are just about set for our opening tip here in Sydney, Nova Scotia, inside the Sullivan Fieldhouse for our gold medal game. It's the Queen's Gaels in gold, the Carleton Ravens in black. And the tip taken by Welts of the Gaels. Hands off Mulholland. They get it back to Welts. She attacks, kick, deep three. That one won't go down. Offensive rebound. And it's stripped away. Pockernick now the other way. Finds Buisa. Goes up and gets our scoring underway.
Really deliberate attack for Queens on the first possession. Got a great look at three. Second opportunity. Got to be happy with that, but Carleton runs it back at you with great pace. Good finish by Buisa.
A miscommunication there from Chadwick and Belvedere results in a turnover.
Likely a little nervous, both sides to start the game here.
Pockernick loses the handle on it. It's taken by Belvedere. Outlets for Welts. Using the screen from Chadwick. Chadwick bobbles but recovers. Can't finish at the rim. Rebound taking Kieskamp.
Kiesenkamp's length around the rim. Important part of Carleton's defense, has an impact there on Chadwick's first attempt.
Poulin gets it over to Urban. She hits the mid-range jumper. Early 4-0 lead here for the Ravens. Donovan gets it for Welts. Belvedere feeds Chadwick down low. Skip pass, Donovan 3. That one goes through. Laura Donovan opening the scoring for the Gaels, hitting from long range.
Another really intentional point of attack for Queens. Post touch, weak side action. Great look at 3 for Donovan.
Follow-away jumper won't go for Buisa to get the offensive board. Poulin attacking, finishes at the rim.
Looks like Poulin's continuing to roll after a great performance yesterday. Both her and Urban getting on the board early for them.
They feed it down low. It's Mulholland. Can't get it to go. Rebound secured by Urban. Pockernick pull up. That one's through. Hot start from the Ravens here early. Queens trying to answer. See Pockernick, no hesitation on the pull-up there. Welts now for the Gaels. Top Chadwick. Drives down the lane, goes up at the left, she's blocked. Urban takes it away.
Great help from Urban on that Chadwick attack.
Corner 3, Poulin won't go. And that skip pass going to be tipped out of bounds by Poulin. Gaels will retain possession. As Gadet comes into the game for the Gaels. Welts down the lane, can't finish. Offensive rebound, Chadwick goes up. Can't find the bucket there, but it's going to be a jump ball. We go to the Ravens.
Nice job by Carleton, covering down to support the rebounding as Kiesenkamp helps on that drive. Tying up Chadwick.
Pockernick. Attacking. Kick out Buisa. To the corner, Poulin for 3. No good. Rebound fought forward. Juggled and go out of bounds off Kiesenkamp. 8-3 Ravens lead. Almost 4 minutes into this opening quarter of our gold medal game. It's Welts. We're gonna have a foul going against Buisa. She runs through the screen.
Ravens coaches don't look thrilled with that call. Mulholland's always pretty good at selling contact, but looked like she took a pretty hard hit on that.
Donovan for 3. That one's good again. Laura Donovan with all 6 of Queens' points here. Poulin tries to answer for the Ravens. She gets to Pockernick. Launches. Short, rebound Chadwick. Welts. Mulholland. She'll take the mid-range jumper and gets it to rattle home, knotting the game at 8 apiece halfway through this first quarter.
Nice job by Queens settling in, playing with good composure on offense, finding good shots.
Buisa. Kicks out Poulin. Feeds Kiesenkamp down low, and she's hit. She'll head to the line for a pair.
Carleton just does such a great job of spacing off their penetration as we have another look at Donovan's second 3 of the night.
Donato will check into the game for the Ravens. First free throw off the mark for Kieskamp. Second one goes through. Mulholland now for the Gaels. Hands off for Welts. Back for Mulholland. It's Donovan coming off the screen. Gets it up off glass, won't go. Long rebound taken by Kieskamp. Pockernick. Retreats. Attacks on Welts. Takes out Buisa. She'll shoot the three. Won't go down. Rebound taken Gadet.
Queen's happy to let Buisa stand and shoot those on the perimeter. Her greatest strength being her ability to penetrate and get to the rim.
Gaels working to Donovan again. This time no good on the three. We're gonna have a jump ball called. Chadwick and Pockernick get tied up.
Chadwick making her impact on the board so far. Maybe hasn't had a clean one yet, but lots of touches, couple tie-ups. She's relentless there.
It's Duvnak into the game for the Ravens and McFarland for the Gaels. Seven to shoot, Welts. Stops. She's gonna get whistled for push off. Offensive foul call, that's her second personal. Some early foul trouble here for Emma Welts.
That's certainly a big foul call. She's a key part creating in their offense, as well as dynamic on-ball defender.
Good pressure here from Gadet. Mulholland will attack the other way. We're gonna have an offensive foul called again.
That's a trait of Carleton's defense, willing to step in, take the contact straight on.
Barbieri into the game for the Gaels. Pockernick out for Urban. Good footwork. Can't finish. It's going to remain Ravens ball.
Nice job by Urban there. She struggled with some foul trouble in the first two games of this tournament. So hasn't made much of an impact offensively, but looking to be aggressive here to start.
Elbow jumper, no good there from Donato. Queens working around corner, three, Gadet. That one's through. The three ball paying dividends for the Gaels here in the first quarter. Their third hit from long range. Pockernick able to answer on the other end. Mulholland hands off Gadet. Now McFarland. Gadet loses the handle on it. Carleton the other way. Donato three. Just off.
Pace picking up a little bit as both teams settle in here.
Gadet will shoot again. This time short. In the corner, Donato. Swings back to her right, can't get it to go. Rebound still up for grabs. And it's Mulholland claiming it.
What a heads-up play by the 6th or 7th year forward for Queens. Jumps on the loose ball on the floor. Dribbled it to get up.
Blocked in low, Urban. 5 to shoot for the Gaels. We're gonna have a reach-in foul here going against Duvnak.
Battle between two coaches today who are also two great players. Danny Sinclair with Carleton, national championship with UVic as a player. Former OUA All-Star with McMaster. Claire Meadows, former All-Star with Queens.
Three-point shooting continues for the Gaels. Belvedere hitting from the corner. Urban to answer. She does. Back and forth we go here. Sullivan Fieldhouse. Both teams off to a hot start from deep. Belvedere attacks. They're working to the corner, Barbieri. Gaudette puts it up, won't go. Rebound taken by Pokranik, and she gets tied up with McFarland, who's going to get whistled for the foul.
Carleton known for their physical, aggressive defense, continuing to make it hard for Queens to get anything in the paint. Nice to see Queens matching their physicality and in their battle for some of these rebounds and loose balls.
Pokranik now working on Gaudette. Good on-ball defense there, and the help from McFarland comes up with the steal. She attacks, can't finish at the rim, gets her own board, goes up and in for 2. 2-point Queens advantage. Ravens can hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Some key minutes from McFarland here while Chadwick gets an extended rest.
Pokranik. The corner for Poulin. 5 to shoot. Gets it in low. Keyscamp. Reverse. Won't go. And that'll do it for our first quarter of play. It's the Queens Gaels leading the Carleton Ravens 16-14. We're going to step away, get a word from our sponsors. You're watching the Protocase 2023 Youth Sports Women's National Basketball Final, presented by Bell on CBC. FLW Analytics from Boost Innovation is proud to bring you the 2023 U Sports Basketball Final 8 on CBC. This Canadian-built military-grade software provides guidance on 8 performance mindset characteristics, as well as knowledge of tactics and strategy in basketball. FLW Analytics proven technology is ready for its Canadian release. Learn more with the launch of FLW Analytics in Canada by visiting flwanalytics.com or scan the QR code on your screen. FLW Analytics, where champions go to improve their mindset.
Congratulations, Coach Speedy.
We're set for the start of our second quarter. Pokranik controls for the Ravens to start. Gets it over to Poulin. Keyscamp down low. Shot won't go. Tipped out of bounds, and it's go to the Gaels.
Queen's doing a great job on Buisa so far, closing out under control, staying on their feet when she gets around the rim, forcing some tough contested shots she hasn't been able to convert yet.
Welts back in with those 2 fouls. Donovan to the corner, Belvedere. Spins, puts it up, and that goes through for Bella Belvedere.
Tough shot. I think Queen's making a couple threes early, probably allowed them to settle in a little bit offensively, build some confidence.
Urban attacking, puts it up, won't go. Tipped and taken by Mulholland.
Great help from Chadwick. She's a great shot blocker at the rim, gets a hand on it.
Nice feed down low for Chadwick. Goes up left hand, won't go. Rebound taken Buisa. Pokranik to the corner for Buisa. And she's able to get to the rim and finish with the left. He said the Gaels kind of stepping off her, daring her to shoot that 3, but just gives her a little bit more space to try and attack the rim.
Absolutely, she's so explosive, does a great job of attacking, great angles, gets to balance at the rim.
Offensive rebound. And I believe we're going to have a shot clock error, as it should have been reset to 14 instead of 24. They get it in for Mulholland. No Welts. Kick out the 3. Chadwick off the mark.
Not a shot that Chadwick's known for, but she can hit it from time to time.
We see in the lane. Kick out Poulin. Short. Rebound taken Donovan.
Queen's doing a nice job covering down into the paint. Potentially taking some chances to see if Poulin can have the same shooting night she had yesterday.
Mulholland rattles in the 3. Timeout, Ravens. Big 3 there by Mulholland, extending the Queens lead.
Mulholland's a gamer for sure. As I mentioned earlier, she's obviously only in her 3rd year of eligibility, but 7th year in terms of age. Been through a number of injuries as the Tracy McLeod Award winner this year. This moment will mean a lot to her, and she's going to give every ounce of effort. She's known for her hustle plays, doing the little things, but some scoring from her will really help Queens too.
As we take a look at our fans of the game, Neil and Eleanor Rowe, attending their 24th straight national tournament.
McMaster Marauder super fans, whether Mac's in the tournament or not, they make the trip. As we have a look at the Queens fans, I got some heat this morning because I shouted out Laura Donovan's mom yesterday. Her father, also a Cape Bretoner, Keith, did not forget you. Also have to give a shout out to Danny Sinclair's mom at home watching. Nana, I know you're missed. Know you're on the edge of your seat.
We're back underway as Buisa controls for the Ravens. Gets to the Pokranik. Down low, Keyscamp goes up. Gets the roll. Welts now. Hands off from Mulholland. Belvedere, they swing at Donovan. Return pass for Welts. Floater off the glass, won't go. Rebound taking Keyscamp. Hockernick attacking. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will remain with the Ravens.
Nice hands by Welts there to get a hand on it. Risky with 2 fouls to get in there, but got to trust your instincts.
Hockernick gets it in for Keyscamp. We're going to have an offensive foul call going against Keyscamp. Take a look at the defensive effort once again. Pushed off with that offhand just a little bit.
Welts got caught for a similar play in the first quarter.
Godet gets it for Donovan. Chadwick. Hand off Barbieri. Back for Chadwick, 4 to shoot. Godet has to force one. It's tipped and taken by Urban. Jumper no good.
That's a great look for Cuckoo. That's what she does when she's out there. Drills threes.
Luisa. Feeds Donato. Now Kunku. Back for Donato. It's Urban. Short corner jumper won't go. Offensive rebound. The 3. Donato off. Rebound taken Chadwick. Quickly up for Donovan. Thought about the 3. Gets it back for Chadwick. She will launch now. And she'll hit again. Laura Donovan with her 3rd 3 of the game.
What a start from Laura Donovan.
Ravens trying to answer. Buisa. She's going to get tied up. It will be Gaels' possession. Halfway through this second quarter as we take another look at the Donovan 3.
Showing off her range. Queens continues to have the luxury of Mulholland's guard skills to help relieve the full court pressure Carleton likes to put on the primary ball handlers.
Barbieri gets that shot swatted away by Buisa. Gaels get it in. Donovan has it again. For Barbieri. Down low, McFarland won't go. Rebound taken Urban. Luisa up for Poulin. She gets it back. Kick, corner, Poulin fake. Dump off, Urban. Goes up and gets it to go off the glass.
Perfect example of Carleton's patience, spacing, discipline. They know exactly where each other are going to be and find each other. Nice dump off, Poulin. Urban with the finish.
And the best of U Sports Women's Hockey hit the ice next weekend at the 2023 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship in Montreal. Catch all of the action beginning March 16th on cbcsports.ca and CBC Gem. Four-point advantage here, second quarter for the Gaels. see the Queens faithful out in full force supporting their squad. It looks like they just won a 6-foot sub.
It looks massive.
Welts has to get over, just barely does, even without a lot of pressure from the Ravens. Reach-in call going against.
Nice job by Welts staying patient against that ball pressure, a little hesitation. Lisa sticks her hand in.
That's her second personal foul. Pockernick will check back in. Welts. Using the screen, nice pass down low. Kick out, Gadet 3. No good. Rebound fought for. And it's Duvnak coming away with it.
Great job by Poulin rebounding down there. Ball was almost in Chadwick's hands until she got involved.
Donato 3, won't go. Rebound secured by Welts.
Carleton stays cold from behind the three-point line, just 1 for 9 so far.
Kick for Donovan. Puts it up, left hand, won't go. Rebound taken Poulin. Donovan wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Pockernick, nice hesitation move, gets to the lane, can't get the short jumper to fall. Chadwick down low. Kick out Gadet. We're gonna have an offensive foul going against Gadet.
Pockernick just so good at getting her body in line. Carleton's help is always early and aggressive. It's really important to make one dribble decisions. You get too deep, you're going to get into trouble, just like Gadet did there.
Good pressure here, and Pockernick dribbles through it. Gets it over to Kieskamp. She's got it down low. Free to shoot. She puts one up. Won't go. Chadwick down the other way. Feeds Welts. Slows the pace. Left hand won't go for Welts.
Great take. Good look at the rim. Again, I think Carleton's defense just speeds you up a little bit. Just enough.
Pockernick attacks and draws the foul. 2:15 to go in the first half. 4-point lead for the Gaels. First free throw won't go for Pockernick.
Pockernick just 4 points so far, 3 turnovers. No doubt she will get going here at some point. A great start defensively by Queens on her.
Mulholland hands off for Barbieri. Feedback from Mulholland. Kick out Chadwick to the corner. Belvedere, one dribble pull up. That one goes through.
Another patient possession from Queens. Great spacing, drew the help, extra pass.
Donato trying to answer. That one off, rebound, taken Belvedere. Mulholland. Gets it for Donovan. Pull up from the free throw line. Goes through again. Laura Donovan continuing her sensational first half. Queens opening up a 7-point advantage. Forcing Coach Sinclair into her second time out of the half.
Incredible start for Donovan in this first half. Playing on balance. Fighting well to get open against Carleton's physicality.
She said Carleton continues to struggle from long range, just 1 of 10 from deep.
See what adjustments Carleton makes here coming out of the timeout. Luisa stays on the bench with 2 fouls. One of their best creators. Likely means the ball's probably in Pockernick's hands here the rest of the quarter.
It's been a very physical game so far. Here from our in-house DJ, he agrees with us. Pockernick will control for the Ravens. Nice feed down low, Urban. Kind of ran away from the rim there. Couldn't get the angle.
Another nice job by Chadwick on the help. Her length also does a great job of just altering shots.
That pass off the mark for Mulholland. 55 seconds to go here, opening half. Pockernick. Hands off. They get it for Poulin. The corner, Pockernick. Kick out. Poulin 3. Goes through. Big shot there. Kiana Jade Poulin. And a quick turnover. Pockernick mid-range. Won't fall. Rebound. Tipped around. Taken by Chadwick.
I don't think Coach Sinclair will love that last shot. Great steal by Carleton with the full court D.
Corner 3, Donovan. Good again! Laura Donovan putting on a shooting exhibition.
Huge answer by Queens. Carleton had an opportunity to cut it to 1 possession and set its 7-point lead.
We're gonna have a foul call on the Pockernick drive. 5.5 seconds on the game clock.
Here's a look at the Donovan 3.
Pockernick good on the first free throw. Second good as well. As Welts will check back in the game. 5 seconds to go. 5-point lead for Queens. They get it in for Welts. She'll launch. And that one's short, so at halftime, the score is the Queens Gaels 31, the Carleton Ravens 26. We'll be back with some first half highlights momentarily after word from our sponsors. You're watching the 2023 Proto Case U Sports Women's National Basketball Final, presented by Bell on CBC.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite. Of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais. Quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome to your home for the next 2 weeks.
I think we could make this work.
Sick.
This room's fine.
Derek, something's wrong.
Mom, Dad.
Have cable internet. Everyone in the car.
Once you're used to Bell Pure Fiber Internet, anything else is terrifying.
The nominees for the Nancop Award presented to the U Sports Women's Basketball Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Nancop présenté à l'athlète de l'année en basketball féminin U-Sport, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Haley McDonald, Université Acadia University. Du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec from the RSEQ, Amakin Siciliano, Université Bishops University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Sarah Gates, Université McMaster University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, from Canada West, Carly Alstrom, l'Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan. La lauréate du prix Nancop décerné à la joueuse de l'année en basketball féminin U-Sport est, the winner of the Nancop Award as the U Sports Player of the Year in women's basketball is, Sarah Gates, Université McMaster University.
Take a look at some highlights from our first half of action here in the gold medal game. It was a quick start early for the Ravens, jumping out to a lead, but the shooting of Laura Donovan kept Queens in it early and able to open up a lead here at halftime.
Yeah, Laura Donovan, 4 made threes. Queens, 7 as a team. Feels like the difference going into halftime. Carleton only 1 made 3. Sorry, 2 made threes at half. One of them right here from Jacqueline Urban, who's had a good start. After some foul trouble first 2 games in this tournament, she's got 7 points at halftime.
We see a tough turnaround there from Belvedere.
Nice finish at the rim from Kiesenkamp. I think we'll see Carleton try and get Buisa going as she gets back into the third quarter after picking up 2 fouls late in the second. Belvedere poised and patient. Queens knocking down these pull-up jumpers is a key part as they've struggled to finish around the rim. Chadwick, they're all Canadian, 0 for 7 so far. I think they'll need her to get going offensively a little bit here.
We're going to step away for another moment as we have another word from our sponsors. We'll be back with you momentarily for some first half statistics. You're watching the Protocase 2023 U Sports Women's Basketball Final presented by Bell on CBC.
Season. Catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliant. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team. The nominees for the Kathy Shields Award as the U Sports Women's Basketball Rookie of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Kathy Shields présenté à la recrue de l'année en basketball féminin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Bianca Helming, Université Acadia University. Du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec from the RSEQ, Daniela Bengo, Université McGill University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Jacqueline Urban, Université Carleton University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Logan Reeder, Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan. La lauréate du prix Kathy Shields décernée à la recrue de l'année en basketball féminin U-Sport est, the winner of the Kathy Shields Award for the U-Sports Rookie of the Year in Women's Basketball is, Jacqueline Urban, Université Carleton University.
And we'll take a look at some first half stats presented by Wilson, the official ball of U Sports Basketball. And we see Queens yet to get to the free throw line, despite some strong attacks on the offensive end.
Definitely an indicator, I think, of Carleton's defense, rim protection, and their hot three-point shooting as well.
Queens winning the battle of the boards thus far, holding a 6-point edge in that category.
I think that's a key one to watch here in the second half. Limiting Carleton's second chances off their misses has been an important part, as well as creating a couple extra chances for themselves. Julia Chadwick, 10 rebounds at halftime, 3 offensive. She hasn't scored, but her impact's being felt.
It will be Ravens ball to open the half, trailing by 5 here in our gold medal game. Meanwhile, in Halifax, in the men's final, it is the St. FX X-Men leading the Carleton Ravens 48-35 at the halftime break in that gold medal game. So we're back underway for third quarter action. Urban to Buisa. Gets down low, goes up left hand, good.
Queens wanted to push off. I think Donovan lost her balance a little bit first. Second time this game, Buisa's been called on blowing up Queens' screening action. Queens doing a nice job of holding their ground as she tries to fight through.
Donovan. And she's fouled in the act. Head to the line for 2. That foul will go against Poulin.
Coach Sinclair elects to leave Buisa on the floor with her 3 fouls.
Free throw, no good. Pokranik now the other way. The corner, Buisa. Finds Poulin. And that's going to be an offensive foul as she gets the arms up.
Nice job by Belvedere to anticipate the penetration. She's had a very solid game so far, made a couple big shots. Doing a nice job on the defensive end.
Welts. Pressure by Buisa. Kick out Mulholland. Now Belvedere drives. That pass tipped.
Again, just gets a little bit too deep on the penetration. Carleton swarming defense takes over.
Louisa drives. Rebounded by Kieskamp, goes up. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Urban. Donovan does a good job down there, contesting without fouling. Floater, Donovan, no good.
Tough shot. Donovan's trying to stay hot here, I think, but a little bit forced. Like to see Queens keep the ball moving.
Louisa attacks and will learn a trip to the line. Wells picks up that third foul. Louisa gets the first to fall.
Just a 60% free throw shooter on the season as playoffs have gone on. She's done a nice job in knocking down these big ones.
Makes the pair. Nadette and Barbieri will check in for the Gaels. Donato into the game for the Ravens. Mulholland. That's into Donovan, now Chadwick. Kick out, Mulholland three. Won't go, rebound taken by Kieskamp. Hockernick calling for the screen from Urban. And she gets right to the rim and finishes. A little hesitation to the left. Opens up a lane.
Just so patient in the ball screen action. Little hesitation. Sent the big defender back to the screener. Opened up a lane.
Just like that, we are tied at 32 apiece here. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Chadwick. Skip for Donovan. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Good pressure from the Ravens.
Carleton just so ready on those post entries into Chadwick. Queens can probably look to get a little bit more action or movement. Not allow their defense to zone up.
Step back three, no good from Pockernick. As Kieskamp's going to get called for the foul down low. Foul number 2 on her.
Already 14 fouls on Carleton this quarter, though. That's a big foul. See if Queens can stay aggressive, get themselves to the foul line.
Barbieri. And we're gonna have a foul call going against Louisa. That's her 4th.
Massive foul call.
You see that one again as Barbieri goes down. Louisa continues to have words with the official.
Potentially a bench warning there, for being slow on the sub.
So we've likely seen the end of Louisa for at least the third quarter, picking up that 4th foul. Second free throw, no good from Barbieri. Donato. Kick out, Poulin 3. Off the mark. Ooh. Chadwick may have gotten away with the travel.
It was close.
Coach Sinclair takes a technical foul there. Definitely not pleased with the no call. She's still incensed.
It did look like a travel, but I think she had her 0-1-2 footwork and passed the ball. Just got a little pause on the last step.
Free throw good for Gannett. They get it in for Chadwick. Barbieri bobbles it, but recovers. Back for Chadwick. And for Donovan. A deep three this time. No good. Rebound taken Poulin. The corner, Donato, pull up, through. Big shot there from Donato, tying this one up. And a turnover.
Queens having some trouble here getting into offense, even getting the ball in bounds. With Carleton's pressure. Imagine we'll see Welts back here pretty quickly.
Belvedere will check back into the game for the Gaels. Mulholland will pace the offense for Queens. They get it to Belvedere. Back from Mulholland. And tucks the ball like a running back there on her way to the booth, draws the foul.
Carleton doing an outstanding job with their perimeter defense. Finds the smallest gap. Queens not spacing the floor right now. Not a lot of space to find gaps against Carleton's defense.
Friendly bounce on the first for Mulholland. Second good as well. Pockernick. Back for Poulin. And Donato. Donato attacks the rim, no good. Ball still loose, secured by Chadwick. Gannett gets it over from Mulholland. Chadwick down low, scoop shot, won't fall. Pockernick the other way. Kick to the corner, Poulin. Back to the other corner, Pockernick three. No good, rebounded by Mulholland. She's blocked by Urban.
Looked like Mulholland had a matchup she liked there. May have had Donovan ahead on the wing if she looked to pass ahead earlier.
Shooter's touch there for Donato. 36 apiece, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Donovan. Tough shot, won't go. Rebound taken, Pockernick. She finds Urban. Puts it up, no good. Rebound. Won by Keyscamp. We'll have a foul call. So it goes against Belvedere.
Carleton definitely finding the rhythm. Done a great job defensively. Continue to find good shots. The offensive end. Feels like Queens needs to find a little bit of offensive rhythm. Hopefully with Welts back on the floor, they'll find that.
Pockernick. Mid-range jumper won't go for Dubnak. Belvedere finds Welts. The skip to the corner, the three, Gaudette. No good on that attempt. Rebound secured by the Ravens. Now it's Pockernick the other way. Kick out, wide open look, Keyskamp. And she makes no mistake.
Carleton's perimeter players have not shot it well today from the three, but Urban's made one and Keesenkamp's made one.
And a turnover. And Coach Meadow is going to use a timeout here as the Ravens have regained the lead, 39-36.
Both teams get a chance to regroup here. See what Queens does out of the timeout offensively. Chadwick still having a tough time getting going today, 0 for 8. Does have 4 assists.
And Canada's best university men's hockey teams head to Charlottetown next week for the 2023 Cavendish Farm University Cup Championship. Catch every second of the exciting action beginning March 16th only on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and the CBC Sports app. Ravens get it in for Pockernick. Kick for Poulin. Back out Pockernick. Drives, puts it up, but she's fouled.
That'll be Welts' 4th foul, I think.
Does go against Welts. First free throw, no good.
Queens wants them to check on this foul call, confirming that it's Welts.
So Welts with 4 for the Gaels. Louisa with 4 for the Ravens. Both free throws no good.
Rare 0 for 2 from Callie Pockernick at the line.
Welts. It's McFarland. Back for Welts. Belvedere. Step back 3. Just off. Rebound. Secured by Pockernick. Quickly to the corner. The 3. That one's good from Donato. Teresa Donato. Got the lead back up to 6 for the Ravens.
It's only a matter of time before Carleton hit a couple of those outside looks.
Gaudette's able to answer for the Gaels.
Great answer. First time Queens has really got something going inside. Got downhill. Good balance at the rim to finish.
Pockernick. Working on McFarland. To the corner, Donato. She pulls up and hits again. Teresa Donato up to 9 points. Some big buckets here, third quarter. Gaudette tries to answer again. No good, rebound Donato. And we're gonna have a jump ball called. See that pull-up jumper again from Donato. Welts will check out.
Huge stretch, for Donato here with Buisa on the bench with 4 fouls. Really couldn't ask for anything more for Carleton's side.
Kieskamp drives, gets it up and in. Ravens with their largest lead of the game at 8.
Great poise from 5th-year forward Kieskamp.
Mulholland. Belvedere for 3. No good. Rebound Donato. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Pockernick can hold for the last shot. Gets it out. Kieskamp. She'll launch. Can't beat the buzzer. So after 30 minutes of play, the score is Carleton Ravens 46, Queens Gaels 38. We're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. You're watching the Proto Case 2023 U Sports Women's Basketball Final, presented by Bell on CBC.
Catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliant. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport.
For the fourth quarter. Reminder, you can get your official U Sports Championship gear, which goes on sale Monday. Go to shop.usports.ca. Queens trailing by 8 to start the fourth. They get it to Chadwick. Drives baseline. Kick to the corner for Gadet. Bobbles it. Out for Belvedere. Through the lane, blocked by Kieskamp. Poulin. And Donovan tries to chase her down. Good hustle, but Poulin able to finish. Double-digit lead now for the Ravens.
Welts on the bench with 4 fouls for Queens. And here she comes.
Coach Meadows can't afford to let this one get out of hand here. Trailing by 10, fourth quarter. She puts one of her stars back in with those 4 fouls. It's Pockernick. Kick out Kieskamp. The 3. Way off. Rebound taken by Welts. Gadet loses it, gets it back, kick out, 3, Welts. And some great fortune there for the Gaels as that ball somehow found Gadet and she was able to kick it out. Welts able to make the 3.
Queens needed that one.
Off a broken play. Pakarnik now trying to answer. Elbow jumper, won't go. Rebound taken Welts. Good anticipation there from Kieskamp. Disrupts the entry pass. It'll force a jump ball. So we see this kick out for Welts for beyond the arc again. Eisted into the game for the Gaels. Mulholland, kick out. Chadwick 3. Heavy on that attempt.
Carleton's defense just continues to contain all of Queen's penetration.
Pakarnik. Donato. Kick out, Donato. 4 to shoot. And I think Poolin's going to call for the travel. She does. It is Louisa checking back into the game with those 4 fouls. Welts. Chadwick gets into Mulholland. Welts drives, kicks Chadwick. And that goes out of bounds.
Carleton just challenging every single one of Queen's catches. They're trying to get into some action, but struggling to move the ball to get it where they need it.
Pakarnik, floor general for the Ravens. Kicks it for Buisa. Back for Pakarnik. The corner, Buisa. Pull up. That one's good. Mulholland finds Chadwick. Kick out 3. Donovan. No good on the attempt. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds. Stay with the Ravens.
Donovan seems to have cooled down at halftime. That's a pretty good look.
Buisa slows the pace for Carleton. Spins, tries to wrap it around for Kieskamp. Be knocked out. Will stay with the Ravens. That 3, no good from Donato, sorry. Going to have a conversation amongst officials here.
Looked like it grazed the rim. Didn't get the shot clock reset.
Coach Sinclair going to use her first timeout of the half. 6:22 to go in the 4th quarter. 9-point advantage for the Ravens.
Queens might be thankful for this timeout. They might need to start thinking about a way to speed up the game. Carleton controlling the pace. 9-point deficit can feel much bigger when Carleton's in control of offensively like they're playing right now.
And CBC Sports is your home for the 2023 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship from Vancouver. Catch the best in university women's volleyball starting Friday, March 17th on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Olympics YouTube channel. As an update on the men's final in Halifax, Carleton has stormed back take a 1-point advantage over the X-Men. So ready to get things back underway here. Carleton inbounding on the baseline, 12 on the shot clock. You get it in for Donato. Puts it up, won't go. But we saw offensive board, but loses the handle. Regains control. Pockernick. 5 to shoot. And that pass taken away by Chadwick. Outlet for Donovan. We got it down low, Chadwick. She goes up, still can't score. Chadwick.
Just a little bit off balance in there. Can't find a rhythm. Nice job by Queens last defensive possession. Change up their ball screen coverage.
Chadwick has 12 boards, but 0 of 11 from the field. Is a big 3 from Pockernick. Timeout, Gaels.
Been a quiet scoring game from Pockernick so far, although she has 8 assists. She's now Carleton's leading scorer with 12 points. Those are the things that make Pockernick an All-Canadian and one of the best point guards in the country. Finds her moments, finds everyone else, and makes a big shot in a timely moment like that one.
And Canada's best university men's volleyball teams head to Hamilton next weekend for the 2023 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship. Catch every second of the action beginning Friday, March 17th, only on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, the CBC Olympic YouTube channel.
Still not out of reach for Queens whatsoever. Gonna need to find some scores here. Just scored 10 points so far this half, 7 in the third quarter.
Ready to get things going. They get it in for Welts. Welts, skip, Mulholland. The post fade won't go off the glass. Rebound. Phosphor, we're gonna have a jump ball called. Carleton ball.
Queens showing a little bit of pressure here.
Donato. Kick out, Buisa. Willing to take the 3 off the mark. Now Welts controls for the Gaels. Feeds Mulholland. Pressure by Pockernick, poked away. There's some good hustle there. It's going to result in a jump ball.
Carleton just so ready on those post entries to bring their second defender. Pockernick so good with her hands, gets deflection, forces the tie up.
5 on the shot clock for the Gaels. They get it in for Chadwick. She attacks right down the lane, blocked by Keyskamp. 1.7 on the shot clock for Queens. Donovan has to put one up, and prayer is answered.
Looked a lot like the one she hit yesterday at the buzzer, too.
Duvnak trying to answer from the corner, won't go. Rebound, Kieskamp, and we're going to have a jump ball. And I think they gave her 3 on that attempt. Looked like she was well inside the arc there.
Doesn't look like there's any argument on it.
Urban. The corner, Donato 3. No good, tipped out of bounds. Back to Queens.
Carleton continues to extend their defense.
Welts. Belvedere. Spins, middle, puts it up, won't go. Rebound taken by Urban. Under 4 to go in the 4th. 9-point Carleton lead. Pockernick. In the corner, Donato. Turnaround jumper is good again. Teresa Donato into double figures for the Ravens off the bench.
Some really timely shot making from Donato. Hasn't shot it at a great percentage, but she's made some when Carleton's really needed.
You don't usually see a player coming off the bench with the green light to take 16 field goals. She's taking advantage of her role here, as Donovan is fouled on the 3-point attempt.
Carleton didn't like that whistle. Looks like she got her on the elbow.
First free throw is good. Second good as well. And you can make it 3 for 3. Queens not going away. Pockernick.
Queens pressure certainly slowing them down, but not really creating any steals. Pockernick still doing a tremendous job of controlling the clock, using the whole possession.
Welts attacking. Kick out, Mulholland. Fakes the pass, puts it up off glass, and good for 2. 6-point game.
Tough finish by Mulholland.
This cadet is going to get called for the foul. Just the Gaels first, so you don't mind seeing them be a little aggressive in case they have to play the foul game late. They get it in Donato. Pull up, gets it to go off the glass.
Queens wanted to push off on that. Welts has to be careful with her 4 fouls.
Welts gets enough from Mulholland. Now Gadet. Mulholland. Good look for 3, and she gets it to go down. Big shot for Mulholland. Under 2 minutes to go here. 5-point Carleton lead.
With the ball not yet in bounds on this foul, Carleton gets one free throw and ball back at the point of the foul.
Pachernik will head to the line for the one free throw. She makes it.
Still the zone pressure from Queens. A little bit more aggressive here now. Nice job getting the trap. Pachernik, nice job throwing it off Queens' leg.
Buisa to inbound for the Ravens. Gets it in for Donato. Kick out, Buisa. Will take the one dribble, pull up, and she gets that one to fall. Stepping into a little more comfortable range for her. Welts, big three, just off. 1:33 to go in the fourth quarter, 8-point Carleton lead. Pachernik. She'll slow things down. The corner. Buisa. Kick out Pachernik. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and a great possession there from the Ravens, using every bit of the shot clock and scoring. Once again, up to a double-digit lead. A minute to go here in the fourth.
Carleton just so steady, so patient. Nice finish off the glass by Pachernik. Carleton only 7 turnovers on the game. Queen's going to need some quick scores, and they're probably going to need a little bit more aggressive full court pressure to try and turn Carleton over. Carleton has not been a tremendous free throw shooting team this season, so there may be an opportunity to play the foul game, get some extra possessions. They have proven to shoot it pretty well throughout the playoffs and in big moments.
1:10 to go in the fourth quarter.
Carleton's defense continues to be their anchor. I think every opponent that they've faced in the New Year's really struggled to get to 60. Had one loss versus University of Ottawa.
Gaels lob it in for Mulholland. Down low, won't go. Rebound Kieskamp. It's tipped out of bounds. Gaels will play offense for defense. Bringing in Eisted for Welts. Pressure there by Chadwick as she picks up the foul. Still one more foul to give.
Possession arrow is in Queen's favor, so I think playing to try and tie it up here too.
Chadwick gives the quick foul. It's her third. Pockernick. Pressured in the backcourt, and she's hit.
Their best free throw shooter on the season is Pockernick at 88%. If you get a choice, you'd really love to see anybody else on the foul line. Although she did miss 2 earlier today.
Welch checks back in for Queens. Pockernick makes good on the first.
Coach Sinclair asking Carleton to switch everything this next defensive possession. Trying to make sure they take away any clean looks at 3.
Welts to the rim. Lots of contact, no call. Queens to inbound on the baseline. They get it in. Donovan 3. Good again. Her 6th made 3 of the game. Like they won't allow the substitution to come in, as a little late getting to the table.
Technically, they can't sub on their own score there. I think the refs were just checking on something at the scorer's table. Good news for Queens is Pockernick's the inbounder against their full court pressure. Sends someone else to the foul line.
They score that a long 2 on the last attempt there from Donovan. First free throw off the mark for Donato. Hits the second. Donovan again. This time won't fall. Rebound. Duvnak.
Possession arrow stays with Queens.
Donovan forces up another one, won't go. He's going to be knocked out of bounds off the Raven player.
Clock just not in Queens' favor right now. They've got to take some of these tough shots, score quickly.
They get it in, Mulholland. She gets the Dirk fade to go down low. Queens continues to pressure, having to foul. Trailing by 9 here. 25.9 to go in the 4th quarter. No timeouts remaining for the Gaels.
Kiesenkamp, just a 53% free throw shooter on the season.
No good on the first attempt.
Solid performance today for this 5th-year senior.
Gets the second to go through.
9 points, 9 rebounds.
Mulholland from deep. Good.
Queens won't die.
Carleton using the timeout here. 7-point lead. 19 seconds to go in the 4th.
Carleton has a choice here whether or not they want to advance the ball, as we have another look at Mulholland's deep three from the logo.
With Queens going to be fouling regardless of front court or back court, you just advance the ball anyways, just so you get it further away from the net.
I think that's an option for sure. I think the benefit of keeping it in the backcourt is the opportunity to have the whole court to play with. You know, you can always throw it long, but it gives you a little bit more space to get the ball in bounds. You can always default to just throwing it long down the floor, make sure it gets touched in bounds, and turn it over. They got to come back the whole other way. Sometimes the sideline inbounds can create a steal, leads right to a layup.
They will advance it.
Carleton's been a lot of these situations so far this season. A number of close games to get to this point.
They get it in for their leader, Pockernick.
Carleton on the brink here of their second national championship, first one in 2018. Be the first for coach Danny Sinclair. Since taking over this Carleton program 3 years ago.
Pockernick good on both. Welts. Mulholland. She'll attack. Can't finish. She'll give the foul. Carleton gonna come away with their national title here. First free throw good. It's a potential for dual national titles for Carleton Ravens programs, as the men are tied here. Correction, down one, late stages, fourth quarter. Another foul given here. Sends Kieskamp to the line.
Pockernick checks out. An ovation from the Carleton fans.
Free throw good for Kieskamp. Both are good.
Fifth-year seniors Emma Kieskamp checks out. Two-time national champion as a player.
And that will do it. The Carleton Ravens claim their second national championship title. 71-59 over the Queens Gaels.
Tremendous run by the Ravens. Young team that got better every day from the start of the season. Incredible defensive effort.
Elation for Coach Sinclair's squad. Heartbreak for Coach Meadows. And a great season, finishing with the silver medal for the Queens Gaels. We're going to step away momentarily before we're come back with our Nike Players of the Game.
Basketball fans, please welcome Steve Lilly, president of title sponsor Brocase, and Lisette Johnson-Staffley to present today's awards. First, the Nike Players of the Game. From the Queens Gaels, number 10, Laura Donovan.
The Nike Player of the Game for the Gaels is Laura Donovan, finishing with 23 points with 5 makes from long range.
And from
Outstanding
the
tournament for
Ravens,
Laura.
number 8,
Came out firing today. Really gave Queens a great chance.
And Nike Player of the Game for the Ravens, number 8, Teresa Donato. She had 14 points off the bench in the victory for the Ravens.
Incredibly well learned for Teresa. Some huge moments, some huge baskets. Games like these, you need maybe an unexpected player to step up, and she did that.
And we're going to turn things over to our public address announcer as we have the presentation of our silver and gold medals.
From the 2023 Brocase Youth Sports Women's Basketball Championship, presented by Bell, is from the Carleton Ravens, number 4, Callie Buckernan. We would now ask the Queens Gaels to come forward to accept their youth sports silver medals. Sports silver medalists. And at this point in time, we would now ask the Carleton Ravens to come forward to accept their youth sports gold medals. The captains of the Carleton Ravens to please come forward for the presentation of the Youth Sports Women's Basketball Championship banner and trophy.
As you see, both teams collecting their medals, and Callie Packernick named tournament MVP. Great performance from her today as well. 20 points to go along with 8 assists, leading the way for the Ravens.
Again, if we could have the captains of the Carleton Ravens to please come forward for the presentation of the Youth Sports Women's Basketball Championship banner and trophy.
Captains come together to collect the trophy and banner for the Ravens. They celebrate the title. Carleton, the 1 seed going into this tournament. Coming away with victories over the host CBU Capers. Followed by a win against the St. Mary's Huskies. And finally, this victory over the Alberta Pandas. Over the Queens Gaels. I don't know where I got Pandas from. We'll leave you with some pictures here as the Ravens celebrate their victory. For Carly Clark, I'm Alex McLeod. Thank you for joining us all weekend. You've been watching the Chrono Case 2023 U Sports Women's Basketball Championships presented by Bell on CBC.